The Nintendo Switch has its fair share of bangers. There's a lot of really great games that you can find on the Nintendo Switch. There's a lot of great games that you see on the bestsellers list and they stay there. Like this, for example, Stardew Valley. You're going to see that there. You're going to see Hades. You're going to see games like Cuphead. And there's a bunch of other games. But today we're going to check out 5 games on the Nintendo Switch that I would consider hidden gems. You might not have heard of them. Let me know down in the comments below if you have heard of them. And now let's dive in to the first game on the list. The first game is Way of the Pacifist. And now this is a beat 'em up game, but they changed it up and it shows that a good offense is a really good defense. So you are blocking attacks, dodging grabs, grabbing knives and weapons thrown at you. You're doing your best to dodge it all, and then when they exhaust themselves, that's when you go in for the strike. And it's one of those games that is just has some really cool characters and boss fights, as well as just almost like a rhythm. There's almost a rhythm to the game with the way you're dodging moves and gaining experience, upgrading yourself and your health and your abilities. You gain things as you go on. And yes, Way of the Pacifist, originally out in 2019. It is out now on the Nintendo Switch for $14.99. Next up, we got Summer Catchers. Summer Catchers came out in 2021, and it's one of those games that originally was out on mobile, and now here we are. But I will tell you this, it is a lot of fun. It is a bit of an endless runner mixed with basically just an endless runner. Yeah, let's be honest. It is an endless runner that has some really cool art, I think, and I'm like being able to complete the missions, upgrade your bike, get new outfits, even a Mario outfit. You can get that yourself. And yeah, so you complete these missions as you're in the winter. You're working your way to the summer. You want to see the summer. That's the goal. You want to be riding your bike, your little bike or cart, whatever you want to call it, in the summer. And so as you move along and progress, you're sort of building up the starting area and unlocking things and making more progress as you go on with that. And there seems to be some sort of story going on as well unfolding. But yes, this is Summer Catchers. It came out in 2021. It is $11.99 on the US eShop. Mad Rat Dead is the third game on the list. And now this is an outright rhythm game, a 2D rhythm game where you are a rat that's been experimented on and you need to get out of there. You've only got about 24 hours to live, according to the story. And it is just a really great rhythm game. And as you can see, I am not doing that great. But the game itself is fantastic. If you don't believe me, ask the dishes or check out the demo because that's out there too. You can get the demo on the eShop. It came out late 2022. It is a nice 2D rhythm game, and not only that, this is the most expensive game on the list at $39.99. So, whew, brace yourself for that. But I will say this, check out the demo, and if the demo is something you enjoyed, you're gonna enjoy the rest of the game too, because it only gets more buck wild from the demo. Hopefully you do a little better than I do because it is atrocious how bad I'm doing. Let's move on to game number 4. In Other Waters might be the hardest sell on this list. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, In Other Waters, what you're seeing is what you get. This is one of those games where you're going to be either immersed in this story or it's just not going to be that compelling to you. But you are searching the vast world of the ocean, and you are looking for creatures as well as trying to discover the mystery of what happened with the suit that you're in. And you're looking for somebody at the same time. That's all I'll say about the story. But the gameplay itself is you going around exploring, looking at the look and discovering creatures and just researching. And if that doesn't sound like your cup of tea, totally understand. But this is one of those games at $14.99 I think is definitely worth getting. Originally came out in 2020. It is now 2022. The sequel, Citizen Sleeper, is out. Not the sequel, I should say. The next game from the developer is out there. And it's one of those games where I would suggest, if you want to play Citizen Sleeper, go for it. That's a completely different game than this. But this game here, from time to time, it goes on sale for $5.99. It is $14.99 in other waters. If you do get this game, or if you've played it and loved it, let me know in the comments down below. Now, let's hit up that final game, shall we? Here we are, the final game, Damaged in Transit. Damaged in Transit came out in 2020. It is a game that reminds me, it almost feels like like a really hectic Choo Choo Rocket. Now, if you remember Choo Choo Rocket, you put them down, the arrows down, and got the mice away from the cats. This reminds me of that game, only with the arrows. But the arrows are very important. You need to move the arrows so that each robot hits the right arrow at the right time, and it becomes very hectic going from the early stages. Like when they're already hectic in the first world, that as you progress they're just going to get even more and more bonkers, and it's just so good. And once you get into a groove and once you figure out a puzzle, it feels so good being able to get it and nail that puzzle. And this is another one of those games that's $14.99, and it is on the eShop, has been since 2020. It's just great. One thing I haven't mentioned yet is it's also two-player co-op. So if you want to play with somebody and try and each of you control one robot, good luck. It's just mayhem. I don't know how it will do if you're in a relationship and you're playing this. It might be one of those overcooked situations where you're over there yelling at each other. No, hit this, hit that, hit. Oh, geez, not the spikes. Watch out. But yes, it is a game that is out on the Nintendo Switch. I highly recommend it. And this is the fifth and the last game for this video of the hidden gems that I think you should check out on the Nintendo Switch. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, and make sure you let me know down in the comments if you want more videos like this, as well as letting me know what you think of the list. Are these games you have heard of and you agree that they're great, or did you not enjoy them? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Toodaloo.